Hi, my name's Heath. I'm a Customer Success Engineer here at Losant. And today what we're going to do is get the Losant Edge Agent pulled down, up and running, and connected to the Losant Cloud platform so that you can get working with Losant right on the edge. Let's get started. Here's my Losant application. First, what I'm going to do is click Add a Device. And because we're working with an Edge device, I'll click the Edge Compute class. And we'll name this device. We'll just call it Device. And down here at the bottom, we'll click Create Device. Now I can download the Edge Agent configuration file by going up into the Device Actions menu in the top right, and at the bottom, click Download Edge Agent Config File. And you can see that file downloaded. Now what I need to do is create an access key and secret for this device. Again, in that Device Actions menu in the top right, I can click Create Access Key. And now what I can do is actually open this config file that we downloaded. And in this configuration file, along with all of the other options that we give you to configure and edit right here, there are spots for the access key and access secret. So I'm going to Alt-Tab back over to Losant, copy the access key, Alt-Tab back over, paste my key in. Then I'll Alt-Tab back over into Losant, copy the access secret, and paste the secret in. And I'll save that file. Now, back in Losant, what I can do is click the checkbox that I've copied my access key and secret to a safe place, and I'll close this window. And now what I'll do is open up my terminal, which is already SSH'd into my Raspberry Pi. If you need some guidance on how to SSH into your Raspberry Pi, I highly recommend you check out our last video on how to install Docker on a Raspberry Pi, where we cover in depth on how to SSH into your Raspberry Pi. Now what we need to do is create the directory on our Raspberry Pi for our Losant Edge Agent persistent data. And I can do that with this command. It's a make directory command with a -p or parents flag, which means that if any of these directories don't exist, the make directory command will make them for us. I can press enter. Now what I'll do is give that directory the correct permissions so that other processes like Docker can read and write into that directory. I can do that with this command. It's a chmod command where we're giving the Losant Edge Agent directory, that parent directory, the read-write permission. I can press enter here. Now what I can do is create the configuration file on my Raspberry Pi that the Edge Agent will need to get up and running. And I can do that with a touch command. And I'll touch var lib Losant Edge, and that's just tab for autocomplete. And we're going to call this file config.toml and press enter. Now what I'll do is open that file up with Nano. Nano is a terminal-based text editor built right into the Raspberry Pi. I can do that with sudo nano and then that file path, var lib Losant Edge Agent, tab just for the autocomplete there, and then tab again for config.toml. I'll press enter. And here's Nano. Now what I can do is actually go back to that configuration file that we edited. Here it is, and I'll Control A to copy all, Control C to copy, and then I'll go back to my terminal and paste it in. And now you can see, if we scroll all the way back to the top, that we have our device ID, access key, and access secret. Now I can press Control X to exit. I'll press Y to save the modified buffer, and I'll press enter. And we've saved our configuration file. Now, just to make sure, we can actually run cat or concatenate, which will just show the contents of a file. And again, we'll type var lib losant config.toml, press enter. And here in our terminal, we can see that our file did save. Let's scroll all the way to the top here. Yep, ID, access key, and access secret. Great. So I'm going to clear my terminal now. And it's time for us to get the Docker container up and running. And I can do that with this command that I'm pasting in. It's a Docker run command, and there's quite a bit, so let's go over each step. It's Docker run -d or detached, which means that we're going to run this container on the Docker daemon. And then we have the flag -- restart always. That means that if our device were to restart, or if something happened with Docker and it restarted, as soon as the Docker service is back up and running, Docker knows to restart this container. And then we have the -- name flag where we're naming our container Losant Edge Agent. Then we have a volume flag, or a -v. This means that we're mounting a volume on our host machine, the Raspberry Pi, into a volume inside the container. In this case, we're mounting var lib Losant Edge Agent data to the container's volume of data. This allows us to store persistent data across restarts. Then in our next -v flag, or volume flag, we're mounting the config file that we just created at var lib Losant Edge Agent config to the container's volume of etc Losant Edge Agent config.toml. This is the location that the Losant Edge Agent looks for the config file when it starts up. Then lastly, we're telling Docker to use Losant Edge Agent as the image to run this container. Then we can press enter. And you can see the ID that we get back from Docker. I can actually run docker ps and press enter. You can see that our container is running. And then on the Losant side, you can see that our device connected and it reported its edge workflows. Now what you're ready to do is build edge workflows, deploy them to your edge device, and get working with Losant right on the edge. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to us at forums.losant.com. And if you would like to learn more, feel free to check out our documentation at docs.losant.com. We'll see you in the next video.